Everyone thinks the Suez Canal is just a shortcut. They're wrong. In 1956, it nearly triggered a global war. This vital artery, connecting the Mediterranean to the Red Sea, drastically cuts shipping times between Europe and Asia. Before its completion in 1869, ships had to navigate the treacherous Cape of Good Hope, adding thousands of miles and weeks to their journeys. The canal's economic significance for global trade was, and remains, immense. For decades, the Suez Canal Company, largely controlled by British and French investors, operated the Waterway. Egypt, where the canal was physically located, felt increasingly disenfranchised from the profits and control of this strategic asset on its own soil. This simmering resentment would soon boil over. The flashpoint arrived on July 26, 1956. Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser, seeking funds for the Aswan High Dam after the US and UK withdrew their offers, abruptly nationalized the canal. This move was a direct challenge to the established colonial powers and sent shockwaves through international capitals. Britain and France, seeing their economic lifelines and strategic influence threatened, secretly conspired with Israel. Their plan: Israel would invade the Sinai Peninsula, providing a pretext for Anglo-French forces to intervene, ostensibly to protect the canal and separate the combatants. The true aim was to regain control. On October 29, 1956, Israel launched its offensive. Within days, British and French forces began their air and sea assault. The invasion achieved its military objectives quickly, but the international political fallout was immediate and severe. The United States, surprisingly, condemned the action. Both the US, under President Eisenhower, and the Soviet Union exerted immense diplomatic and economic pressure. The US threatened financial sanctions against Britain, while the USSR issued veiled nuclear threats. Facing this unified opposition, Britain and France were forced to withdraw by early November. The crisis had profound economic consequences. The canal was blocked for months, rerouting oil shipments around Africa and causing global price spikes. More significantly, it marked the decline of British and French imperial power and the ascendancy of the United States and the Soviet Union as the dominant global forces. Today, the Suez Canal remains a linchpin of global trade, carrying around 12% of the world's trade volume. The 1956 crisis serves as a stark reminder of how strategic choke points can quickly become flashpoints for international conflict, reshaping geopolitical landscapes and global economic dynamics. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to explore more historical events that shaped our global economy and power structures. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.